My boyfriend of 4 years, Leo, and I had a pretty solid thing going, or so I thought. We were committed, we had plans, but all of that was put to the ultimate test 3 months ago. I was in a serious car accident, and it was bad. I ended up with a shattered leg and a long, painful recovery ahead of me. I really needed him then, more than ever. I was lying in my hospital bed, still foggy from surgery, when Leo came to visit. He didn't bring flowers or even a kind word. Instead, he pulled up a chair and gave me this cold, rehearsed speech. He said, "Honestly, Chloe, you're draining. This whole situation is just too much. I need a break to remember what happiness feels like." He told me I needed to focus on myself, and he needed to focus on his future. And just like that, he was done. He ended our 4-year relationship right there, calling my need for care a burden he just couldn't handle. That same night, he packed a bag and moved in with a coworker he swore was just a friend. I was completely shattered. But my best friend, Maya, is a true queen. She didn't let me wallow for long. She quickly switched my gears from heartbreak to strategy. A few days later, while I was stuck at home, Maya showed me Leo's social media. The man who had just complained about how draining I was now living his best life online. He was posting these ridiculously cheerful photos from a luxury ski resort with his friend, a woman named Savannah, who was very clearly his new girlfriend. His captions were just dripping with cruelty. Things like, "New beginnings with a refreshing spirit," and "Finally free to live the life I deserve." It was sickening. Then I saw a comment thread where he complained about his old life feeling like walking through mud and how happy he was to finally shed the dead weight. I was the dead weight. Me, lying on my couch with my leg in a cast from my ankle to my hip, facing months of physical therapy all by myself. And he was blowing money he always claimed we didn't have on this fancy trip with his new girl. That's when I realized he wasn't just being mean, he was being reckless. Leo worked as a manager at a well-known local company, a place that really prided itself on its image and integrity. So Maya and I got to work. First, we gathered all the evidence. We screenshotted every single post, every location tag, and especially those comments about me being dead weight. We also had proof of how financially irresponsible he'd been when we were together. Then Maya helped me write a post for my own social media. It was classy and factual. I thanked everyone for their support after my accident, posted a picture of my leg in the cast, and ended with one very carefully chosen sentence. The accident was difficult, but realizing that some people view commitment and care as draining and dead weight has been the most painful part of my recovery. It went viral among our friends. The final step was the professional takedown. Maya sent an anonymous but very professional email to Leo's HR department. She politely expressed concern that one of their managers was publicly mocking his partner right after she'd had a debilitating accident. She pointed out that his behavior was a poor reflection on the company's values. And of course, she attached all the screenshots. The result was immediate. Leo was called into a meeting about his misjudgment and conduct. He was put on mandatory leave, and then, not long after, he was fired. His reputation in our local industry was ruined. That expensive ski trip came to a screeching halt when his boss called him. And his new, refreshing relationship? It crumbled the second Savannah realized she was dating an unemployed guy whose cruelty was now public knowledge. The character you show when things get tough is who you really are. When someone shows you their true colors, especially when you're at your lowest, believe them. Don't let their actions make you question your own worth. Focus on healing and know that truth and consequences always catch up to people who act without a conscience. I've totally found my strength again, and I'm super excited about it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thanks for listening.